a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when...
Alright, welcome back to Off of the Hamster Wheel. So today I want to go over a sort of how-to video on how you can buy a MacBook Pro using other people's money so that you don't actually have to spend your own money to purchase one of these amazing computers. So keep watching, and maybe you too can have a brand new MacBook Pro sitting in your lap tomorrow. So I just recently upgraded my 2010 MacBook Pro. You can see it here. It is not in great condition anymore. It doesn't hold a charge. Screen is cracked everywhere. It's dirty. I've had this thing since I was in college, so it is definitely worn out. A lot of good memories though, but worn out. So I've been putting off buying a new computer even though I've needed it for work, for videos, for whatever reason, but I've been putting it off for a long time because, let's be honest, a new MacBook Pro is rather expensive. And so after spending, like you may have already watching this video, numerous times on Apple's website building out one of these dream computers and seeing how much they truly cost, you're probably like me where you're like, I do not have this kind of money, or even if I do have this kind of money, I don't want to put $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 of equity into a computer. Now, if you use your computer for work, maybe that's a whole different story, but me, I use my computer for watching videos, for editing videos, for just general stuff, and I don't really have a desire to spend that much money for one. But with that said, I have found a way to be able to use the equity that you would have used to buy the computer outright to instead make other people pay for the laptop. So I want to get into that. So we know that this channel is about passive income, and currently I am using only stocks to build a passive income. I've built a portfolio of over $40,000. I am currently making anywhere between $2,000 to $4,000 a month. In January, I'm already at $4,000 a month, which I will do an update here soon on that. And granted, most people don't have $40,000 to invest in the market, but if you have $3,600, $4,000 to invest that you were going to put into a laptop, I want to show you how you can instead take that money, buy a solid company, sell covered calls on that company, and use that premium to pay for your laptop while also building your equity in your shares. So first, this is not financial advice, and I'm only doing this for entertainment purposes only and to teach you guys an option that you may have. As well as, I do not suggest that anybody who is not great with credit cards or already is in debt or has had a bad history with credit cards, that they do not actually apply for credit cards and use this strategy. I'm not going to promote this as a buy a credit card or get a credit card and go spend a bunch of money on it. But if you do have all that figured out and you don't have debt and you're like, man, I just have $3,600 or $4,000 I want to buy a laptop with and I don't want to spend that kind of money, then this video is just for you. So if you've been on the website, you see that Apple has their Apple Card, and that Apple Card has a 0% interest for a 12-month deal on all Apple products, including a MacBook Pro, all their computers, whichever model you may want. On top of that, they give you 3% cash back on all your purchases. So if you buy a computer, you get 3% cash back on that, as well as you get 0% interest for 12-month financing. So essentially, they're loaning you the computer and you're paying for it over a course of a year. So just to clarify, this strategy will not work if you do not have your equity already saved up for your computer. Typically, you're going to need about $2,500 to $4,000 to make this work pretty well for you to be able to pay for the laptop without using any of your money whatsoever. Or you can use this to help alleviate some of that money that you don't have to put down on the laptop, or you don't have to make the payment. So even if you aren't making the full payment in premium from covered calls, you are still, being able to offset some of the cost in your weekly budget or your monthly budget. So step one to this whole process is to save up enough to purchase the laptop outright. Now, once you have done that, you need to apply for the credit card through Apple, so Apple's card, and you need to be approved for their interest, or their Apple card with the 0% interest, and then go ahead and build the laptop that you were ready to purchase. Instead of using your money, put it on the credit card. That way you get your 3% cash back, as well as you form the payment plan of 12 months, 0% interest. And then go and take the money that you were going to spend on the laptop and invest it in a company that you can make 100 shares out of the total amount. So let's say a company's trading for $30 a share, like Intel, which is what I use in my portfolio, my $2,500 starting portfolio, that is showing you guys how you can do this whole strategy. So you would need $3,000. That would give you 100 shares. You can sell $1 to $2 strike prices for each week for a couple dollars of premium. Let's say it's $20 to $40 a premium. Do that 4 times. You can make $200 to, let's say, $300 in premium, depending on where you sell it. Be aware that there are strategies associated with covered calls that you can learn about in all my videos. Now, if you're interested in that, please feel free to like, subscribe, and share this video, and follow along, as well as watch all my other videos that kind of teach covered calls as well, so that you guys can learn the strategy and hopefully build your own passive income portfolio. So next, you want to make sure that your main strategy, or the easiest strategy, is to take those 100 shares, or let's say 200 shares. Let's say you want to buy Intel for $3,000, 100 shares, or you want to buy Ford, which I think is trading around $10 to $20 a share, and you buy, let's say, 200 or 300 shares of that. So you want to go ahead and sell covered calls with strikes that are slightly out of the money. That way, if the stock goes up, you can catch some of that build in your stock equity, as well as if your covered call gets exercised, then you don't have to go back and purchase more shares. You want to try to choose the strike price that is as close to what your ending price will be. So let's say on Friday you think the stock will end at $30.49. You would sell a covered call for $30.50 strike. Make sense? I hope so. If not, again, please go ahead and look at my other videos, as well as do some research, and you'll see that covered calls are a great strategy to do this process with, either your MacBook or any other product that you may have been putting off. So at the end of the month, after you've been doing this for 4 weeks, you should have a few $100s of premium. Now, typically I would say take that, reinvest it in shares of the stock, and that way you're continuing to build up your shares to sell even more covered calls, thus increasing your premium per week, your premium per month, and your passive income per month. But instead, go ahead and just use that money to make the monthly payment on your laptop. Now, while you're doing that, your equity and your shares will continue to hopefully grow if you use the correct companies. We're not talking about meme stocks here. We're talking about good companies that have been around for a long time. Hopefully they provide a little bit of a dividend. Intel, Ford does. I use AMD as well, but they don't have a dividend, and they're quite a bit more expensive per share. But after 1 year, you build up your equity, and you can continue using this process to build even more passive income, and now you have a brand new MacBook Pro sitting in your lap. Now, a few things that I suggest you do not do is do not request a physical card. And the reason I say that is because if you're like me and you ever got into credit card debt, or you ever got into trouble with credit cards or had trouble paying off credit cards, it's because the card was in your wallet. Step one is just do not have the actual physical card in your wallet. Now, when selling covered calls, the strategy may change based on the market, so please be aware of that. I have made a video kind of showing the different markets, bear, bull, as well as a flat market, and how to sell covered calls to make the most premium that you can. Do not use the money for anything else. Please, dear God, do not do that. Take that money, set it aside. That is a strategy. That is one of your portfolios. You are not using that to purchase anything else. To take that money out, that money is not yours for an entire year. Do not treat it like you have it. Do not look at it, do not touch it. Do not use it as an emergency fund. Do not use it to purchase options. Find a different way to do that. Use other money. Make a different account. I don't care. Do not touch that money, because if you do and you lose it, the strategy will not work, and now you're going to have to come out of pocket to purchase a laptop you were not planning on purchasing any other way than the money that is currently in that market or that portfolio. If you do not know where to start, again, please subscribe to this channel. I have been posting videos and will continue to teach covered calls and the strategies, as well as other ways of passive income. And of course, if you found this helpful, please share it with other people. Like, comment, let me know what you guys think. I'm hoping to put up a new video here shortly going over this past week's cover call portfolios, and once I do, we'll see how we did. But until then, you guys take care, and I'll see you on the next video.